facing off against Dave Ridgway. The bell rings and predictably, we have gone 5 seconds into this match and Fidel Bravo is already on the outside showboating as if he has won the match. I do love saying this, but that is vintage Fidel Bravo.
SoCal Pro rolls on with the second contest of tonight as Monsterman Dave Ridgway, a crowd favorite here at SoCal Pro, takes on the, would you say, seasoned, well-seasoned veteran of Fidel El Bravo Bravo?
Definitely veteran is the correct word to use. Now, I don't know what seasonings have been used. My guess would be cumin.
We see a sign there in the camera, Fidel stole my lucky charm. Shout out to that young gentleman. That's probably going to be the sign of the night. We got to get that kid free tickets at the next show. That was that's a good sign. As Fidel Bravo now noticed the sign, he's quite upset.
It's not often that the person holding the sign is taller than the wrestling the sign is about.
Oh, and this young man is ready for battle. Speaking of which, as Fidel Bravo comes back into the ring.
Speaking of taller than, you can see the size difference between Fidel Bravo and Monsterman, which is definitely on display right here as Fidel is steamrolled by the Monsterman.
Monsterman Dave Ridgway, of course, the crowd favorite, the crowd pleaser, but not to take away from the fact that he has absolute athletic, genetic promise, as this young man is just getting started into his wrestling career and already towering over most of his opponents. Going up, stalling suplex, goes down. Fidel El Bravo Bravo into the cover. 1, 2, only a count of 2. Monsterman celebrating with the crowd again, noting that he is the crowd favorite here. But Fidel Bravo, the ever so sneaky.
Well, when you've had such a debut as Dave Ridgway has, it's not hard to be the crowd favorite. As it looks like Fidel's gonna fly, but
telegraphed that move as Fidel Bravo took a little bit too much time, perhaps planning that tope as Dave Ridgway saw that one coming a mile away, eating the foot of the Monsterman in complete control now here at SoCal Pro Genesis.
That foot was above the second rope, an easy 6 feet above the ground, and the athleticism of Dave Ridgway to plant his boot in the mush of Fidel Bravo.
Oh, what's gonna be here? Quite a loud, thunderous chop. Quite a loud, thunderous chop as Dave Ridgway continues to be in control of this contest at SoCal Pro Genesis, making it work easy. Let's not forget that Dave Ridgway is in there with a former champion, a decorated veteran, somebody who's been in the business for at the very least 20 years at this point. Oh no!
Fidel Bravo, 20 years, he's been everywhere, seen it all, done it all, but speaking of seasoned veterans, Dave Ridgway was actually trained by a seasoned veteran straight out of the Black and Brave Wrestling School.
As Seth Rollins, another opportunist, somebody who's incredibly skilled in their craft, obviously made it to great heights. Into the cover, 1, 2. And of course, celebrating, much to the chagrin of these fans here in Vista, is our former SoCal Pro Golden State champion, Fidel Bravo.
Don't worry, I won't tell him you said that. He might pop a blood vessel.
He takes great pride in being the longest reigning Golden State champion ever in SoCal Pro, as Fidel Bravo. Can't imagine how he got there doing tactics like this. He should have been disqualified in every match. The ever so popular Andy, our referee, definitely has her work cut out for her.
And you mentioned that Fidel Bravo is crafty. I've never seen someone choke someone on the top rope when you're up against an opponent like that who can capitalize in such unique ways, albeit perhaps bending the rules, but it definitely provides a unique challenge that you have to overcome to come out the victor.
And we're talking about a size difference of at least 7-8 inches between Fidel Bravo and Monsterman Dave Ridgway to get up to that height. Oh my goodness, sweet kick to the face. Down goes the Monsterman as Fidel Bravo showing us why he is a seasoned veteran, now in complete control. Back into the cover, 1, 2. Only a count of 2, but that 2 seems to be a little bit longer than last time. Perhaps are we seeing the inevitable end to Monsterman here in this contest?
It's tough to say, but as you noticed, Fidel Bravo, after that cover, didn't move too far away from Monsterman as he did before. He's staying on him, controlling the pace of the match. That's that veteran know-how that you were speaking of earlier.
Back up ascending on that rope is now Fidel Bravo signaling what's he gonna do here with the elbow. Big forearm to the jaw. That has got to hurt as Dave Ridgway is all but down as he looks to be a tree that has been chopped, falling up perhaps under the weight of his own consequences to this match. Fidel Bravo back into the cover now. 1, 2. Back to a count of 2. Is Fidel Bravo back into the cover. Not gonna get him that time either. Fidel Bravo even looks like he's searching for something, desperately trying to get that win over Monsterman.
You know, going against Monsterman, I think I'd be desperate too. It's like being in the ring with a great oak facing you on the other side. What are you gonna do? What do you have to do? What do you have to pull out of your bag of tricks?
And it definitely doesn't help that the Monsterman is also an incredible fan favorite here. The audience is dramatically more behind him than Fidel Bravo is. Fidel Bravo came out to a sea of boos. You don't have to deal with that if you're Monsterman. Up, down goes Fidel Bravo, hitting the ropes. Big boot to the face. Down goes Bravo. Could this be it here? Into the cover. 1, 2. Only a count of 2. My goodness, but is it ever close?
And you can hear the crowd behind Dave Ridgway. Now, our brand new SoCal Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Matthias, might say that that is a detriment or a distraction, but it can really turn the tides when you have an entire room of over 150 people chanting your name.
Up to the big choke slam. Fidel Bravo reverses it. Sends Ridgway into our referee. Oh, clips the back of the knee. And that's one way to take the big man down. If Fidel Bravo can capitalize this might be it here. And then roll-up submission now as Dave Ridgway nowhere to go, far away from the ropes.
Far away from the ropes, and that is cinched in. You can see how deep that hold, that choke is on Dave Ridgway. Cutting off the blood flow, the blood circulation. As this crowd gets more and more behind the Monsterman.
Monsterman back up to his feet like a backpack. Back into the buckles goes Fidel Bravo. Monsterman getting his second win now, reaching up to the heavens. What's he gonna do here? Charging in with a bare miss into the roll-up. Fidel Bravo, foot on the ropes now. Come on now. Unbelievable, that will do it.
Here is your